Good evening, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jubi Rev, Jubi Max Corporate Update webinar. Aya Bumi Moore should be joining us very soon. I know she was having a challenge where she was getting on the call. So we'll go on and take introductions until she gets here. Then we'll turn it over to her so she can give us that Empower Me Now moment. And then ultimately you're going to hear from our president and founder, J. Joshua Beisel. Tonight is going to be a combination of updates and quite a bit of training. So this is an update/training webinar. If you would, open up your questions box. Tell us who you are. Tell us what part of the world you are from. Also, give us an idea of your Jubi buck and or point totals. We will not associate the bucks or points with your name. Just want to see how your business is building now that the daily leadership bonus is live. Welcome, Don from Colorado. Good to have you, my friend. Anthony from Nebraska, congratulations and welcome to the webinar. Herbert from Albany, Georgia, good to have you, my friend. Lisa from Nashville, Tennessee, good day. Clarence, good to have you from Fairfield, California. Again, open up your questions box. Tell us who you are, tell us where you're from, tell us the amount of Jubi points or Jubi bucks you may have. We will not associate your points or your bucks with you. Someone's got over 10,120 Jubi points, 747 Jubi points, 1,200 Jubi points or bucks there, 79 Jubi points or Jubi bucks, 355 Jubi points, Jubi bucks. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, whether you have 1 Jubi point, 1,000, 100,000, all Jubi points, earn the same reward per point for that particular evening. Obviously, the rewards are going to be different from tonight than they were last night or what have you. But it doesn't matter who the owner of those points are. We all override the production of the entire company. By the way, Boomy, should you happen to come on the webinar, you feel free to take it over. We want that Empower Me Now moment. Wally from Kansas City.
Hey, I'm here, T. Lamont.
I give it to you, young lady, so you can take some more introductions, and we want that Empower Me Now moment.
Okay, and I don't know where we left off as far as introductions, but let me go ahead and say good evening to everyone. This is Boomy Moore. So excited to be here tonight. Go ahead. You may want to put in a few more names and where you're calling from, but we definitely want to give a blanket shout out to all the promoters doing such a phenomenal job of spreading the Jubi Rev, Jubi Max word all across the world here. Well, let's go ahead, guys, and give you that Empower Me Now moment while we have more people going ahead and logging on. Because, you know, we don't just like to feed your pocketbooks here. We're going to absolutely do that as you hear about these points continuing to grow, but we are also going to feed your mind. So tonight, I want you to remember this principle that my parents taught me years ago. It's do what it takes to win, but then do a little bit more. I love that little bit more principle. And now that we are just promoting harder than we have ever before, and we have those financial testimonies we can share with people, we want to do what it takes and a little bit more. So don't get into that mindset of doing just enough, just enough to get by. No, you're going to do what it takes and a little bit more, because most people, just average and ordinary people, they work almost hard enough to win. Most people almost hang in there long enough to win and see a big success. And most people almost have enough determination to win and realize their dreams. But I want you to be that kind of person that says, you know what, I'm not almost going to get it done. I'm going to get the job done, and then I'm going to do just a little bit more. So what does that mean? Let's make those calls that we need to make to promote this awesome opportunity, and then just do a little bit more than you said you were going to do. Put those posts out on Facebook or wherever you're promoting, but then go ahead and do a little bit more. I want you to share Jubi with the number of prospects that you said that you were going to share it with that day, but you just press in and just do a little bit more, guys. And when you start to use that little bit more principles, I'm telling you, you're going to see yourself grow those 5-figure points and beyond, and it's not going to take long. So with that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the gentleman who you've already heard from, and yes, he's been using that little bit more principle, and folks, it has gotten him to be a 7-figure earner 4 times over, and I know we all want to experience that as well. Hailing from the great state of Florida, just such a champion in this industry, such a heart for people. He just works tirelessly to help all of us stay updated on everything going on with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, does the conference calls daily. So with that, I'm going to bring on the awesome Mr. T. Lamont Silver. T. Lamont, you can take it away again.
Thank you so much, Boomy. I appreciate that, and excited to have my Empower Me Now moment. I go through my Empower Me Now moment withdrawals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this corporate update and corporate training webinar. I'm going to be Robin today. Batman is going to be our president and owner, so we'll introduce him in just a few moments. What I want you to do for me, though, real quickly, open up your questions box, and if you are excited, if you've been participating in the daily rewards, you're getting your daily leadership bonus, and you're pumped up and you're excited about that daily leadership bonus, just put a Y or a yes in that questions box. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Big time. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Yes, I wish you guys could see what I can see here. Fantastic, fantastic. Well, ladies
wow.
and gentlemen,
I'm sorry, but I got it. Okay, T. Lamont, all right. You have asked a question that received more answers more quickly than anything I have ever done. You win, T. Lamont. You hold the crown right there, folks. I want everybody to know you just helped T. Lamont win. We have an unstated little thing between us. Who can ask a question that gets the most amount of replies the quickest? So we really know we've got the right questions being asked. And T. Lamont, I have, wow. Repeat that question again. What did you say again?
Okay, if you are to do it again now. If you are excited about the daily leadership bonus that went live last week, put a yes in your questions box. You're pumped up about it. There you go. You'd like that, Mr. President.
My eyes can't even read that fast. That's awesome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, if you're brand new to us, perhaps you haven't seen or heard, this is our president and our owner, J. Joshua Beisel. Every great company with a phenomenal vision statement. Our vision statement is to lead the revenue sharing revolution while empowering people all across the globe, actually to spark an economic movement. Lead the revenue sharing revolution while empowering people all across the globe to look good, feel good, and live good. But you've got to have visionary leadership, and this gentleman is working his fingers to the bone, whether he's on with programming, whether he's on with shippers for our international audience, whether he's dealing with manufacturing to make sure that all of that is taken care of, whether he's on a webinar doing some training and presenting. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he's taking our energy products. I just found out that if you see him, he may be, some of you remember seeing American Idol. There's a guy who said, pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground, referring to people who don't wear their pants up. Well, he's been taking the Jubi Max weight loss product, and if you dropped the pin and he tried to pick it up for you, he might be pants on the ground. So with that, let's give you over to our president and our owner. He's a little less of an owner than he was a couple of weeks ago because he's taking that product.
This stuff absolutely works. You know, I know we got a lot we want to cover here, but I just got to say a little something about this product because it, you know, we have a lot of amazing products here. The weight loss line is the one that, you know, I'm usually talking about the weight loss or travel because it comes down to one thing. I'm trying to get to the beach and I'm trying to get beach ready, right? So, you know, I got a simple plan here. So, but let me tell you something. This weight loss is incredible. You know, I personally get nervous when I see, you know, a lot of products that are just, you know, they're all soy based or they got a whole lot of soy in them. You know, I get concerned. I know that they work, but there's just so many things out there. You don't know what to believe about it. So I kind of have to be really careful personally about that. And then, you know, a lot of bodybuilders are into whey protein and some of these other, you know, things that are commonly found. And that's great, but it's kind of hard to digest for a lot of people and me personally for sure. But what's really great about the Jubi Max Natural is that we've got the most easy to digest products I've ever had. I mean, it's just boom, it's just awesome. The shake mixes well with cold water. It tastes fantastic. You know, I'm hearing from people, which we're going to talk about on this call, you know, who are saying, hey, you know, that product tastes amazing. People mix it with milk, they mix it with almond milk, they mix it with soy milk. For those who are okay with that, they mix it with water, they mix it with juice, and people are saying, hey, there's no other product anywhere in the world like this. It's totally unique, and it's just awesome because you just don't feel as hungry. And I'm going to start the Slim. I haven't even started using the Slim like regularly, but I'm excited to do that. I'm going to actually start that this weekend. But I'm telling you, and I don't feel bloated anymore. It's just you know, they say, you know, and this is a true story, T. Lamont. Everybody says, you know, we're trying to get back to my high school skinny jeans, you know, and I've heard that for years. And I may have even mentioned this on one of the webinars, but I have from 15 years ago a pair of Guess jeans in my closet, T. Lamont. I spent $80 on the most expensive pair of clothes I've ever bought that wasn't a suit.
15 years ago?
15 years ago, yep.
They had Guess jeans 15 years ago? I thought
they
you
did.
Go like 25 years ago. You sure that was 15 years ago? It's been a while, buddy.
It has. But it is my goal to be able to, you know, because, you know, we're going to be talking. We got a lot of things to cover here. We're going to get to it, but I know that at some point in the very near future on one of our calls, we're going to talk about some regionals, and we're going to talk about, you know, our first big company event, etc. And so our very first big global company event, it is my goal to be able to get on stage in my high school skinny jeans. That's my goal, and I'm working on it. So you know, wish me luck. It's going to take a lot of work to get back there. So it's fantastic. Well, T. Lamont, look, I really appreciate it. We've got a lot here to cover, and I do want to welcome everyone out here on today's call. Well, we have a packed audience here. I really think that it says a lot, T. Lamont, about a company who can get through pre-launch and get through pre-launch stronger than when they started. And
right.
So a lot of times you see companies that come out and, you know, they've got a great idea, but, you know, somewhere along the way they might even struggle to get to pre-launch, or once they get to pre-launch they might even struggle to get out of pre-launch and come on strong. But we've gone even to the next level. We've been through the original pre-launch, tens and tens of thousands of people piled in. We went through the original pre-registration, which was phase 2, and that was fantastic. We had our founding members bonus, and that was fantastic. And then, you know, we went live with our very first commission run on April 1, still in the latter part of phase 2 there. But that was a multiple six-figure payout. That was huge. That was one of the, wrote a lot of checks that day. Big day. And then on April 8th, a day that everybody was expecting would be the very first day that our daily leadership bonus would go live. Well, we were able to surprise everybody, T. Lamont, because we actually went live a day early. And so when we got to the call on Monday night on April 8th, everybody was able to log in, and they were able to see their daily leadership bonus from the previous day, from Sunday, April 7th. So we actually got an extra day in there, and I don't know very many companies that can get there a day early, but we did that. I'm so proud of our amazing team for helping pull that off. And then now here we are 1 week later, April 15th, which is when we had originally scheduled to go live with the daily leadership bonus to begin with. And here we are a week later, and it has been running smooth. And everybody here, I mean, clearly with all those little yeses that you got with that question, right. People are fired up and excited about what they're seeing. And I really think that it comes down to just a couple of quick things. And then, T. Lamont, I know we need to cover some things, but while we have everybody just right here for a moment, I want to talk to everybody about the vision of our company. You know, T. Lamont read that to you, or actually, you know, said that to you earlier. We are a company here at JubiMax. We have a real vision, and we are on a march right now to go out and grow. We have real products. We have a category-creating compensation plan. We are, in fact, a category-creating company, and at the root, folks, of our very unique company, this is important, is we have solved the biggest challenge in online e-commerce. And folks, let me tell you, online e-commerce is huge. This is not like we solved a problem that only applies to a little tiny sector of e-commerce. We have solved one of the biggest challenges in e-commerce, period. I mean, economists all around the world talk about this. And the challenge that online e-commerce has, folks, is customer loyalty. And I want everybody to think about that for just a moment. Online, you have usually no relationship with the store from which you're buying. You usually don't have a relationship with the website where you're buying products and services from. And so the biggest challenge that online, that online and offline economists, global economists are saying, hey, the biggest challenge is customer loyalty, because the company right up the street can put up a website and offer the same product for less money. Now, here's what we've done. We've said, okay, that's a big problem. We're going to solve that, but in just a moment. We're going to solve it in just a moment, because there's another big problem. And the other big problem is that entrepreneurs, people who want to be able to work from home or work from their laptop or have a second income or have an additional income coming in, people who want to be entrepreneurs, people who are in the network marketing space or the home-based business space out there, they have a problem too, T. Lamont, that we solve. And their problem is that they're in the past, they would work with companies. They would have a good product or service. Maybe it cost $100. They would go to friends and family and say, hey, I want you to buy this product for $100 a month. Friends and family would say, well, I'll try, but I really don't have the money to buy that because I wasn't already purchasing those products and services. And when you get past your warm market, what do? Well, you got to go to your cold market. And so the problem that other people typically have is, how do you sell those products and services? Well, you can spend $500, T. Lamont, and go, get an ad in the newspaper and get like 2 phone calls, and then you get 2 phone calls, and you got to tell that person, hey, I want you to spend $100 a month. It's a problem. It's a problem. The old way of doing business is not working in the new global e-commerce enabled society. So what are the solutions to both of those problems? What are those solutions? And that solution is, quite frankly, it's JubiMax. And let me tell you why, folks. And if you think about this, you'll understand that what I'm saying makes logical sense. It's not just excitement. It's not just hype. This makes logical, mathematical sense, period. JubiBucks, that's the key. JubiBucks are the key. Because with JubiBucks, we give you the ability to go out and incentivize new customers, right? You see, you can give somebody 50 JubiBucks or 100 JubiBucks or 15 JubiBucks to incentivize them to come over and buy from your online e-commerce store over at JubiMax.com. And because you've incentivized them, because you've said to them, hey, I'm so confident you'll love my products and services that I'm willing to let you try the products for free or at a deep discount, that it overcomes the natural skepticism, T. Lamont, that people have. So instead of spending $500 and then running an ad in the newspaper and getting 1 or 2 calls, people have the ability to go out and buy some JubiBucks and give those JubiBucks away. Now, we also give you the ability to use JubiBucks to do what I call virtual sampling, and I'm going to have a little surprise for you, T. Lamont. In fact, I'm going to blow you away here today. That's my goal. I got to blow you away. That's my goal. I'm going to show you something on today's call that our team has been working on, that our team has been putting together, that is going to basically share with everyone virtual sampling. It's going to show you how we have specialized pages that will allow you to go out and give away the product for free. All people have to do is pay for the shipping, and they get to try the product, and that's virtual sampling. Again, it's powered by JubiBucks. So what have we done here? We have, with the JubiBucks system, we have given you the ability to go out and incentivize new customers, and then we've given you the ability to create a relationship with those customers and continue to give them JubiBucks for remaining a loyal customer. And in so doing, T. Lamont, what we've done is we've solved the 2 biggest challenges out there. One is customer loyalty, and the other one is giving customers, which is the hardest thing for people to do. So at JubiMax, we say, hey, look, you can go out, you can give away JubiBucks to incentivize new customers, and you can reward loyal customers with more JubiBucks so they want to stay with us and build a relationship with them. And so what's happened here is that JubiMax has solved the 2 biggest challenges in online e-commerce. And so when you combine that with in-demand products and services, T. Lamont, like we have with, health and beauty and weight loss and travel and the Jubi Trainer and Vitality and some of the upcoming products that I'm really excited about, we may talk a little bit about here on this call, what you have there, T. Lamont, is you have a cutting-edge category-creating company and opportunity that has people going to ground and getting excited. Now, all that's great. Mix that with revenue sharing. Mix that with the world's most fair compensation plan on the planet. It's proven that more people can succeed with this compensation model than any other, but ours is a hybrid, totally unique. And so we have the best compensation plan. We have the best products and services. We have amazing leadership. And we have a company with a real vision that solves a real problem in the marketplace. What we have here, T. Lamont, is a winner. Bottom line, folks, I'm going to just go ahead and call it JubiMax is a winner. And it works, and that's why people are so fired up and excited about what we're doing. So here we are, 1 week in, and daily leadership bonus is absolutely fantastic. And T. Lamont, you know what we need to talk a little bit about is we need to talk about the first wave bonus, because the first wave bonus is really special, and it is in place for another week, and I want to make sure that everyone here on this call takes advantage of it. And I want to make sure that everyone here on this call is really explaining to their team how this works and how it can really benefit them. It's like the founder's bonus, only a little bit better. So let me ask you, I mean, T. Lamont, have you seen the first wave bonus be a big step in helping people get started?
It's absolutely huge, and again, I want to make sure that all of our teammates really get this. We only have another week for the first wave bonus, and it is comprised of two different components here. The first of those components is when you and I as promoters, when we purchase JubiBucks, during this first wave bonus, all right, we purchase JubiBucks. We typically, when we give away a JubiBuck, if we purchased 100 JubiBucks and we gave away those 100 JubiBucks, that would normally equal 100 Jubi points. 100 Jubi points. And hopefully you're already starting to see, those of you that have Jubi points and you're adding to your Jubi points daily, that the more Jubi points you have, the greater your income potential. Well, when you purchase JubiBucks during the first wave bonus, which actually extends reaching back from March the 28th until April the 22nd, when you purchase those JubiBucks, instead of getting your normal Jubi point totals, you get an additional 10% once you've given those JubiBucks away. Example, you make a $1,000 purchase of JubiBucks, normally you would get 1,000 Jubi points. During this promotion, if you made a $1,000 purchase of JubiBucks, once you give away those JubiBucks, instead of making 1,000 or earning 1,000 Jubi points, you would earn 1,100 Jubi points. Well, remember, this has a huge effect, because these additional 100 points in this example, they earn, excuse me, from anywhere from 80 days to 85 to 95 to maybe even 105 days based on your rank. So it's not just the one time I got an additional 100 Jubi points, it's those 100 Jubi points that earn tonight. And then whatever those earnings produce, depending on how I have my settings, maybe I got more JubiBucks, I gave those away, those earned more Jubi points. So it's almost like a snowball effect. If you were standing on the tip of a mountain and you had a small snowball and you just roll that thing down, it gets bigger and gets bigger and gets bigger and can become an avalanche. That's the first part of that, based on what I do. Now, I will tell you what we're starting to see people do all across Jubi land, and it's exactly, Mr. President, what I've been doing. All right, we never want anybody to hurt themselves. We never want them to take money that you can't afford to make purchases with. We never want you going out borrowing money. But I can tell you, Mr. President, my flag is planted firmly here with JubiRev, JubiMax. I'm not promoting anything else, but I still have some other income streams from things I've done in the past. So what I've been doing, Mr. President, is I've been getting commissions from those other income streams, and I didn't necessarily need those to take care of my family for the month or what have you. Guess what I did with those commissions? This is me talking. I took those commissions. I purchased more JubiBucks. Why? Because I understand the importance of this first wave bonus. The second part of this is, as we leaders are going out and you're building your referral networks, okay, when you have folks within your 3 generations, a generation, if I enrolled Mary would be my first generation. Mary enrolls John John's my second generation. John enrolls Sue. Sue's my third generation, all right? Within your first 3 generations, typically, you are going to get a commission. Let's put up this chart here real quickly. If you are Diamond, for instance, you referred me. I made a $100 JubiBuck purchase, $500 JubiBuck purchase, $22 JubiBuck purchase. No JubiBuck whatever you have in resources, all right, whatever your resources allow. You would normally get a 10% override in commissions in your eCash if you were Diamond. That still is happening, all right? But here's the difference in the first wave bonus. Not only do you get that in commissions, you also get that in matching Jubi points. Example, I make a $1,000 JubiBuck purchase, you would normally make a $100 commission. That still happens. Now, you would also get an additional 10%, or in that example, 100 Jubi points added to your Jubi point total. Mr. President, I know of someone right now that through the first wave bonus, and I'm sorry, through the founders bonus, and now the first wave bonus, because they got it, and they started sharing with their folks, helping them, to load funds, make purchases, get engaged. I know someone who's well over 10,000 Jubi points just from the combination of the founders bonus and now first wave bonus. They've earned over 10,000 Jubi points just from that. And this was not somebody who necessarily had, an unlimited budget to purchase JubiBucks. This is, someone who rolled up their sleeves and started building their team. So whether it's someone from your second generation that purchases JubiBucks or even on your third generation. Now, this is something that's very important, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because remember, now that the daily leadership bonus is in effect, every day the JubiRev JubiMax has revenues to share, and it has every day that it started the DLB, daily leadership bonus, then we all can be qualified to earn. Remember, in our earnings, ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment, in our earnings, you can set your commission pages, but the even if you decided, which most people aren't doing right now, but even if you decided that you wanted to commission out the max that you can commission out on your daily rewards, that's a 60% clip there. Remember, what that also means is that at least 40% of anyone's daily reward is going directly into the JubiBuck inventory. So what's starting to happen, and again, we've got another week to really maximize this. What's starting to happen is if someone earns a reward of $100 that particular night, and let's say that was all in JubiBucks in this example, okay? Well, that's within the confines of this March 28th to April 22nd. So those 100 JubiBucks that went to the inventory, those 100 JubiBucks that went to that inventory means that that particular person, let's say this is Sam, Sam is going to get his 10% match because he got rewarded in 100 JubiBucks that night, and it went to his inventory. So right now, personally, all right, though I could set my system to where I could get commissions, if I don't need the commissions, Mr. President, I'm not even asking for the commissions. Why? I want as much to go to my JubiBuck inventory. This is me talking, to take advantage of that first wave bonus, that extra 10%. But now, if Sam is in your 3 generations and he got his reward that night, 100 JubiBucks in this example, it all went to his JubiBuck inventory, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Not only are you earning your commissions again, but you're also going to be earning those additional Jubi points, those additional Jubi points. So we're already starting to see, Mr. President, folks that are, 500 Jubi points, 1,000. We've got folks now into the multiple thousands, folks well over 10,000. We've got some folks over 20, 30,000 Jubi points, primarily because they've been taking advantage of growing their teams and taking advantage of the founders bonus and now the first wave bonus. Really excited about this. I want to make sure that we all get this. We've got a week to really, really focus on it. Back to you, Mr. President.
Well, and here's the best part about it, that not only are people out leveraging the first wave bonus to grow and taking advantage of that, but a lot of people are really taking this opportunity this next week to get on the phone with leaders in other companies, leaders that they've worked with in the past, to really say, hey, listen, now's the time to position yourself with JubiMax and take advantage of this first wave bonus. So I know that a lot of people, in fact, I was on a three-way yesterday for a little over an hour with some real top leaders in the industry, and that's what we're seeing happen right now, folks, is people reaching out to leaders, people reaching out to their past teams, people they've worked with, big and small, existing leaders and just everyday ordinary people maybe who don't even know anything about it. But regardless, they can all benefit from the first wave bonus. Plus, the more you are out doing, T. Lamont. So for everybody that's here, it's not just an incentive to get the people you're talking to get started. It's also an incentive for you to start working your first, second, and third generation and bringing some people in and helping them bring people in, because you've got that point match, which is just absolutely huge. Now, on top of all of that, T. Lamont, we had our very first cash out this past week on Go Live, so that people can actually go through and cash out, because we know that people want to get some of that jingle actually in their pocket and be able to go out and buy stuff that we don't yet sell over at JubiMax.com, right? And so we've got our very first cash out now. And just to kind of share with everybody how this works, the cash out works this way. Every week, all of your cash out requests that come in by Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time are going to be paid out by the following Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you are requesting payout via, something like Solid Trust Pay or Alert Pay, where, when we pay you, you receive the funds immediately, then you get paid immediately. If you are, requesting, bank draft or wire or something like that, then it may take a couple of more days, depending on your financial institution, to receive that. But again, if you have a cash out request that gets to us by Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, it's going to be paid out on or before the following Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looks like you're logging into your account there. And is there an easy way? How do people get to that tab to request cash out?
The easiest way, ladies and gentlemen, and we are in our training account here, the easiest way is to simply click on eCash. You're going to spend a lot of your time back here in the eCash. Of course, most of you have already set up your 4-digit PIN number. If not, then the system will prompt you to do so. You simply come back here and your PIN number under eCash, and then you're going to see over here is where it says cash out. So you simply click on where it says cash out, and then here are your current options here. Again, if you wanted to make a cash out request, if you did that between now and let's say Friday at 5 p.m. Central, then that cash out request is going to be processed the following Friday by 5 p.m. Central. Okay, so this way, now those of you that want to see something on a weekly basis, you now know you can go in. Now you can request. You don't have to wait to Friday at 5 p.m. Central to make a request, but just understand, if I made a request right now, Mr. President, that would go into the queue this Friday to be paid out next Friday. Say that again. If I made a request tonight, I made a request tomorrow, I made a request Wednesday, I made a request Thursday, that would go into the queue this Friday to be paid out next Friday. Okay? All right. So, Mr. President, back to you, sir.
All right. Now, a couple of things that we want to talk about. One, I know we want to talk about some of the really exciting things that are going to be going live over this next week or two. The first one that comes to mind is Jubi Vacations, Jubi Rebates, and Jubi Trainer. These are all important, and they're going to be coming live here over the next 7 to 10 days. And then we're going to obviously need to make sure that we've got everybody educated and trained on exactly how they work. But they are coming, and we didn't want to do too much, T. Lamont. We had daily leadership bonus at we pushed it from April 15th to April 8th, and then we actually got to April 8th, and we were able to have paid a day early, so we actually were able to pay out the daily leadership bonus on April 7th. So we really focused on that. The team came through. We've been live now for over a week, or 7 days days, 8 days right now. We've paid on that, so very, very exciting. And I think folks are, as we noticed from earlier, pretty excited about that. But we didn't want to come out with too much at once, and so we're going to be rolling out. We're going to pick 1 or 2 of these to go live, and then we'll have 1 or 2 more go live. But they are very, very exciting. Now, Jubi Rebates, people are really excited about it. Jubi Trainer, people are fired up and excited about Jubi Trainer. It goes along great with our weight loss, line. Also, Jubi Vacations is a real winner. One of the things that I like about these products is that our physical products are fantastic. People love them, but a lot of people are building in areas where physical delivery, shipping costs may be an issue for people, and so these products offer digital delivery, which is fantastic, especially for people working in areas where it may be a little bit more difficult to get things in. So very, very excited about this. Now, Tilamon, which of these are you the most excited about coming in here?
You know what? My wife and I love the vacation, so obviously I'm really excited about Jubi Vacations. But the one that really has me excited because of the potential of more and more and more customers, millions, I believe, of customers that will come to us, and the fact that the company is going to make a ton of money as well is Jubi Rebates. It's one thing. We've got our great products, and already through Skype and through Facebook and emails, I'm getting these tremendous testimonials. Somebody would texted me, I don't know if it was a text or a Skype today, they were talking about the Jubi Energy. They love the energy product. Someone else, obviously, you got your pants on the ground because of the weight loss. But here's the thing with the Jubi Rebates that I love. We're talking 5,000 merchants. We're talking Walmart. We're talking Best Buy. We're talking Macy's. We're talking JCPenney. We're talking places where people already spend money. Now, they're going to be able to come and spend money through Jubi Rebates and go straight to Walmart, but through our portal. Go straight to Target, but through our portal. And they're not only just going to spend the same money they would normally spend, but they're going to get money coming back to them, depending on the merchant, in 30, maybe 60 days. And depending on the merchant, it could be 2% back, 3% back, 5%, 10% back. Now, Mr. President, I really want our leaders to get this. This needs to be a culture. So, Mr. President, when that launches, my wife and I, we spend probably at least $500, if not more, per month at Walmart. We're going to go through our Jubi Rebates portal. We're going to get gift cards. We're going to go through Walmart, through the Jubi Rebates portal, and get gift cards. Take those gift cards and go down and spend what we would normally spend. We're going to get our 1%, 2%, 3% cash back, whatever that happens to be. But, ladies and gentlemen, please hear me. Hear us on this. The company is also going to win because every transaction, a portion goes back to the customer, which can be you and me, and plenty of customers that will have nothing to do with the income opportunity. But then a little piece is going to come back to the company. Maybe it's a net of 1%. Don't know what the actual numbers are. But can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine Wayne and Wanda? Can you imagine Mary and Sonia? Can you imagine millions of transactions going through those portals, and the company makes a little bit on each one of them, and then it shares a portion of that with us every single night with the daily leadership bonus. So of all of those things, Jubi Rebates is going to be my favorite.
Well, I got to tell you, I agree with you. Jubi Rebates is going to be absolutely fantastic. Just the ability to have such a reach into so many different stores, it is something that people are going to be able to talk to folks about, that they can relate to no matter what happens. And as you said, as a company, we go out and we get so many customers because everybody can benefit from the stores inside of Jubi Rebates. Now, I got to tell you though, T. Lamont, my favorite is going to be Jubi Vacations, because one of the things that as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to get to the beach and I'm trying to get beach ready. Okay, so in fact, I'm working on that whole getting ready for the beach, but now I want to be able to take that vacation. So now I know I'm not going to get as many questions answered as you did earlier, and that's okay. But I do have to ask this question. And again, I'm not trying to ask because I want to compete with T. Lamont or anything like that, folks. I just want to ask this question. How many of you out here on this call tonight feel like you deserve a vacation? How many of you feel like you deserve a vacation? And if you don't deserve it, maybe
Wow.
you deserve to give one to your family. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
I still think you got me.
Oh no, that's good.
I
That's
still
good.
think you got me. No, this is good. This is good, but I still think you got me. But let me add a little bit to it. Folks, let me ask you a question. What if I could honestly show you a way to literally travel the world like the rich and famous for pennies on the dollar? Would that help you? Do you think that your prospects would say yes to that?
Mm-hmm.
Even better, what if you could offer people, how about I just do this? What if all of you out here on today's call could actually get paid to take a vacation? Would that help you? See, I think that that also is a very powerful product. Now, here's the real winner. The real winner, T. Lamont, is everybody here on this call and all of our Jubi family, because both of those products are crowd pleasers. Jubi rebates, Jubi vacations, they're both crowd pleasers. They both bring customers in. They both help us begin to revenue from consumers that are beyond the scope of just what we're selling with JubiRev, Jubi Max. And I mean, those are huge, huge, huge. I mean, travel's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, you know, and Jubi rebate spans businesses that combined are multiple trillions of dollars. So, you know, the bottom line is those products are at the right place at the right time. Now, that means we didn't talk a whole lot about Jubi Trainer, and I know that. And I got to tell you something, folks. Jubi Trainer is fantastic because you know, it really is. And we got to take another call. I want to make sure we get through all of our points here. But it is just absolutely a powerful product. How many of you really want to get fit? I mean, you want to lose weight, but how many of you want to get fit? How many of you just say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I want to actually get fit. Okay, and maybe not as many of you are willing to make that commitment as you are willing to go to the beach, because we all want to lose a little bit of weight and have more energy and stuff, but we want to get fit. Well, Jubi Trainer is here's what I like. I'm just not into going and having a personal trainer. I don't know what it is I don't like. I don't know. It's just having a physical personal trainer is just awkward for me, T. Lamont. Having a digital personal trainer that I can access from my phone, that I can access from my computer, that I can access while I'm traveling, that keeps up with, you know, all of the things that I'm doing. I got to tell you, folks, Jubi Trainer is absolutely fantastic, and it is the product that for a lot of you is really going to help you take your personal fitness and your overall personal health to a whole new level. So I'm really, really excited about that. Bottom line is this, T. Lamont, we have products and services that are absolutely fantastic. Let's do something real quick, T. Lamont, because we got to talk about daily ad placements, and I got an announcement that I'm hoping will get everybody in the field just really fired up and excited here in a moment as they see what's about to happen with JubiMax. But before we get to daily ad placement, I want us to do something really important here. I want to give everybody on the call an opportunity. And by the way, folks, don't be selfish. Share this opportunity with the people on your team. Upline, downline, crossline. There's a lot of folks, I mean, you know, who can't make it to every call. So make sure that you share this opportunity with them. But T. Lamont, what I want to give everybody on this call an opportunity to do is to be positioned as a leader on our websites, JubiRev.com and our website, JubiMax.com. Anybody out here on today's call want to be positioned as a leader within our organization and want to have their name up in bright lights as a proud JubiMax leader or future leader, product user, etc.? Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm going to give everyone here on the call that opportunity. Wow. All right. Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how I should feel about it, because normally I would say, well, I'm not paying for their help, but in this case, I'm paying daily. So I still feel great about it, T. Lamont. Folks, look, I want to give everybody on this call an opportunity. Here's how I'm going to do it. I want all of you who have decided, yes, you want to take advantage of the opportunity to be positioned on our websites at JubiRev and JubiMax. I want you to do something for me. I want you to pick one aspect or two aspects or three aspects of what we do here at JubiMax that you have participated in, and I want to give you an opportunity to give us your testimonial. And we're going to use that in various places on JubiRev.com and on JubiMax.com, and you're going to be able to show that off to your prospects when you're telling them about your JubiMax business and why they should get started. You're going to have your name up in lights there. Now, let me tell you what I want you to be able to do. I want you to be able to go into the support desk, and I want you to just label what it's about as being, testimonial for J. Joshua. Okay, so just put it as testimonial for J. Joshua, and I want you to pick something that you have experienced here at JubiRev, Jubi Max that you are proud of, and I want you to give us an honest testimonial about it. Now, here's what I don't want to do. I don't want anybody, T. Lamont, to send me a testimonial that says I lost 110 pounds on Jubi Max Natural, because let's be honest, folks, nobody's lost 110 pounds yet. Okay, I'm working on that. Yet. Okay, but if and again, even if you haven't lost 10 pounds yet, if you can say, if you've tried the Jubi Max Natural, if you've been using it for a week, if you can say, hey, listen, I feel great. I've lost a couple of pounds. I've lost a couple of inches. The product tastes fantastic. It mixes easily in cold water. Here's what I love about it. It mixes great with my favorite morning juice. Whatever the case may be, I want you to give us an honest product testimonial. Now, let's say that you just want to talk about the fact that you have been earning very, very well in our DLB, in our daily leadership bonus. Maybe you just want to be able to say something about, hey, I'm with JubiMax.com. Let me tell you, this company has, an amazing vision that I'm proud to be a part of, and I'm getting paid every day, and it's absolutely working. And then here's the thing: you can include your phone number. And you, in the ad, just in case we have any points of clarification, you can include your name, maybe what you do if you're a truck driver or if you're a real estate expert or something like that. And of course, you can include a picture if you want to as well. Some of you are going to be like, oh yes, I want to include a picture, and some of you are going to be like, no, I don't have a picture handy. Don't wait until you have professional photos. I want you to put it in. So let me just ask you, can you just go ahead and just kind of type in a Y? Can you find at least one or two things that you just love about JubiMax that you want to send in a testimonial about, and you're willing to do so? When support wakes up in the morning, here's what I want them to do. They've been sitting around like the Maytag repairman with hardly anything to do. I mean, they've had a lot to do, but I mean, it's not like things are crashing here. Things are going well. I want them to wake up in the morning. I want them to see like 100 or 200 support tickets, and I want them to just freak out. Oh my goodness, what happened? And I want them to read testimonial, 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 testimonial. And then we're going to be able to get those up on the site. You're going to be able to share that with your team. We're going to be able to position you as a leader that other people are looking for. So don't be ashamed to have your name up in lights, folks. And this is it. This is your opportunity to be there. I remember going to companies, T. Lamont, that are huge billion-dollar companies, and I'm kind of scrolling through some of the testimonials on their site, and then I'm like, hey, I know that guy. That's fantastic, But listen, you want to be that guy. You want to be that gal that has your name up in bright lights, being positioned as a leader here. So this is your opportunity to do it. So T. Lamont, any questions or comments on that from what you can see? People are fired up about it.
No, I've got a whole bunch of yeses and a bunch of folks who said they're going to send in those testimonials. And remember, when you're sending in your support ticket, that there is a place where you can attach. So you can attach a photo of yourself or a photo of you and your family, or what have you. So feel free to upload a picture. I will also tell you, Mr. President, that we're starting to see people, and this is what I love, we're starting to see people that are out there posting on Facebook, out there posting on YouTube, for instance, and they're not just talking about the income opportunity testimonies, which is phenomenal. We want those too. But I know someone the other day, they were recording the fact that they got their JubiMax products and opening up their products and what have you, letting people know that this is not a money game. This is not a high-yield investment program. This is none of those shenanigans that we've been seeing on the Internet. This is the real deal. What many of us have been hoping for and praying for, we have right here at Jubi.
Now, T. Lamont, I got to tell you, we have had a very, very nice time this last week. I have been able to give a very nice extension to folks, not forcing them to have their daily ads placed. But let me tell you, I am so proud of every single person out here in Jubi because virtually everybody was placing their ads anyway, just like we asked them to, even though the system was still allowing you to earn in the daily leadership bonus, even if we didn't have a verified link for you on file for that day. But Tilamont, we do need to have that system go live tomorrow. So Tuesday, April 16th, 2013. In order, this is important for everybody that might be over there taking some notes right now, getting ready to get your picture up in the bright lights and position yourself. Just hold that thought. I need to talk with you about important business here. So tomorrow, Tuesday, April 16th, 2013, we are going to have an absolutely fantastic daily leadership bonus. And tomorrow, on April 16th, in order for you to qualify to earn that, our system must recognize that you have placed a unique ad. And so if we've got a little bit of time here, Tilamon, if we could pop into the training account and maybe you could kind of share with us step by step how folks go about placing their daily ad, because I want to make sure that nobody misses that out tomorrow.
Can you give me just a moment? I'm having a little technical difficulty. I should be there in just a moment.
No worries, no worries.
Thank you, sir.
So here's what I'm going to do. While you're working on that, Tilamont, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell everybody just a little bit about the big kind of revealing that I have for tonight's call. Now, for those of you that remember, you know, this when we went live, people were giving away Jubi Bucks, and the world responded by accepting. So we had people giving away Jubi Bucks all over the place. And now, if you don't have enough Jubi Bucks to honor the amount that you're giving away, it defaults to 5 Jubi Bucks, okay? So that's pretty awesome. So it defaults to 5 Jubi Bucks. But here's the thing. I told everybody that we were going to take that to another level, and that what we were going to do by this week is we were going to have the pages that are going to allow you, when you run out of Jubi Bucks, to actually have a product offer that is being given away. And so I think 5 Jubi Bucks works. I think you can get customers with a 5 Jubi Buck giveaway, but I think that a special product giveaway is a more powerful proposition. And so I'm going to sneak peek that at the end of tonight's call, folks. Right before we get into our sometimes lengthy Q&A, I'm going to sneak peek that. So, Tiamon, it looks like you're inside right now.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes, I am. Okay, here we are. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we need to make sure that we have our ad placed daily. Now, if you miss a step on what we're about to share with you, everything we're about to cover is already covered right here on your homepage under Ad Placement Training. Under Ad Placement Training, we're going to do the same thing live that we did on the Ad Placement Training, but since you came out, let's make sure that we all know how to do this, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to come in your back office. You're going to come under Marketing. You're going to come under Marketing. I tell you what, before we do this, let's go to where it says Jubi Bucks. Let's do this first. Let's go to where it says Jubi Bucks up at the top, Jubi Bucks. This is going to bring you into your Jubi Buck Manager. And the first thing you want to do here, excuse me, is you want to set your denomination of how many Jubi Bucks are you going to give when a new customer registers at your site. How many Jubi Bucks are you going to give to that new customer? Remember, you can give denominations of 5 to as many excuse me, as 400. Now, if you got larger Jubi Bucks in inventory, like here, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment. I feel a coughing spell, Mr. President. Give me just a moment.
No worries.
Okay.
Now, go ahead.
You know, it was quick. Okay. Now, depending on your Jubi Bucks, consider setting this conservatively. Yet at an amount that when someone sees it, you know, it's big enough for them to say, oh, let me go on and opt in. The reason being is that you can always come back if you set this at, let's say, 200 when you've got 8,400 to give away. You can always come back and assign more Jubi Bucks to that particular customer. All right, so the first thing that we would do is we would click on our Jubi Bucks. That brings us to our Jubi Manager, Jubi Buck Giveaway Manager, and we can tell the system how many Jubi Bucks do we want to give away to a new customer. Okay, so now we've got that set up. And again, we're going to be conservative, obviously. If you've got 100 Jubi bucks, I wouldn't suggest that you set, obviously you wouldn't want to set it, you couldn't set this at 200, but set it lower than just that one customer or what have you. Okay, now we've done that. Now we're going to go and grab our ad. We're going to go into marketing, daily ad placement, marketing, daily ad placement. This is all covered in that video in case you need to see it again. And you can see right now we are not qualified through this position for the daily reward. So what do we need to do? We're in marketing, daily ad placement. Click on daily approved or sample approved daily ads. And you've got a list of several ads here that you can choose from. I've already gone on and I've copied this ad, Revitalize Your Look. All right, so I've already copied that ad. And then what you're going to do once you've copied the ad, you can just left click and copy the ad here. Once you've done that, you're going to then come under marketing again. Now you're going to go to advertising venues. Advertising venues. If you miss a step, don't worry about it. It's already recorded for you. Advertising venues. Advertising venues is going to give you a number of different places that you can go and set up an account free of charge to place free classified ads. You're not required to go out and spend money to place ads. So choose any of these venues or any other venues that you may be aware of. Now, some of you are placing ads in things like Facebook, traffic exchanges, so on and so forth, and feel free to do all of those things. What's going to qualify you for your daily reward is you need to have a unique link. So the link I had yesterday will not qualify me for today because there's no way for the company to know whether or not you actually placed that ad today. So for qualifying purposes, it needs to be a unique link that you haven't used before. So let's say I chose Classifieds Giant because I happen to have an account with them, and I've already gone on and I've logged in, and I simply click where it says Post an Ad. So if you don't already have an account with something like Classifieds Giant or some of the other ones that you saw there, you'll need to register an account absolutely free. Okay? I'm going to click on where it says Services here. I'm placing a health and beauty ad, so I'm going to click on where it says Health and Beauty. I go to my next step. Now, typically the free classified ads, they want to upsell you. You can do just the free classified, or they give you a little bit better positioning, or they pronounce it a little bit more if you choose to pay some of these things here. Don't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The free classified should work for you there. So I'm going to choose that plan. And then in the description is where I want to paste the ad. So I'm simply going to paste that ad there. Where did I get that ad from? I got that ad right back here under Daily Ad Placement. And then under Sample Approved Ads, I simply copied the ad that I wanted. I wanted to Revitalize Your Look ad. I simply copied that ad. Okay? Now, the system is going to require, well, this one does, it's going to require a title. Sometimes you could just simply copy and paste, maybe a line from your advertisement. In this case, we're giving away 200 Jubi bucks. So I could say a $200 skincare giveaway or whatever. Make sure that whatever you put in your title is true. So if I had my system set to 100 or 25, then I wouldn't say $200 skincare giveaway. Or again, I could have simply copied and pasted one sentence of there that kind of is your tagline. With them, they require a state or other if you're living outside the U.S. Even if you're outside the U.S. with these giveaways now, I would suggest that you target some U.S. customers where there's not an issue about, you know, is there international shipping and has it become cost prohibitive. So even if I'm in Israel, I would, for my daily ad placement, I would focus on the U.S. folks so that they could easily get the product without any shipping or handling issues. Okay, let's say choose a city, put in the zip code. Now, as we talk about in the video, in time, you can come and you can upload some nice video, maybe some pictures of the products, and that will give your ad a little bit more flavor. I won't worry about that right now, but in time you can play around with that. That's always something really nice to play around with to give your ad a little bit more flavor. We're going to publish now. And then what this is going to do when we click here, by the way, who's this guy right here? Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. When we click here, this system will normally send out an email that will give you the link, the URL where your ad is being posted. But up here, I can go on and copy this. I'm going to copy this. And now all I have to do is come back over here to JubiMax, my JubiMax back office. Under my place my daily ad, again, this is still under marketing. Okay, daily ad placement, place my daily ad. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my online ad. Now where some people are making the mistake is some people are placing their ad right here. You're placing your ad right here where it says online ad URL. Where can your ad be viewed? Then we're going to put in the type of ad that we place. We just placed a text ad. And then where did we place the ad? We use classified giants. Now again, some people are posting their ad right here. Then when they're submitting the form is giving them an error code. Make sure you're placing your ad right here, online ad URL. Okay? I'm going to ask us for comments. We can just put classified giant in this example, or wherever you maybe placed your ad if you have something else. I'm going to click on, now notice, right now it's showing I'm not qualified for daily rewards. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click submit form. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see we're green, we're qualified for daily rewards, and we're qualified for the next 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 50 some odd seconds. So this has me qualified. Now what I would want to do is I would want to come back here tomorrow, all right, and I'd want to place my ad before 5 p.m. Central, so I will be qualified for Tuesday's earnings. By the time you wake up on Wednesday morning, you'll see your Tuesday's earnings in there. So again, it was a very simple process. We made sure that we had our JubiBuck giveaway set the way that we want it first. So when someone clicks on our ad, we've got enough JubiBucks to give them the amount of JubiBucks we're requesting. And I think, Mr. President, that's where you were going to come in for those folks that are saying, well, I've got the amount of JubiBucks today, but what if, people, my ads start getting traction? What happens if I have more people coming to me than I have JubiBucks for? And I think you're going to address that in just a few moments.
Well,
Mr. President, did I handle what we needed to handle there, that walkthrough?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Thielemann, just so that it doesn't go without saying, there are some sites where you can place your ad daily, but the URL doesn't change. And so we are, our team is working on that. We need to maintain the integrity of the system. So for now, we have to have it be a unique link, which, by the way, should be great for everyone here. It should kind of force everyone to stay on their toes and continue to, promote JubiMax in new places for their business. I think that's just super important because it gives everyone some diversity in what they're out there doing in terms of marketing. But we are looking into select sites, and I do say that, very specifically, it won't be for all sites, but we are going to look at select sites, giving people the ability to place ads on those sites, and our system reading a common URL to make sure that we're getting just the right information so that the system is accurately allowing people to earn in the daily leadership bonus only for people who have actually placed their ad daily. So really important. So I'll give you an example, Thielemann. I just went onto my Facebook and I posted the word test ad hello. And on Facebook, the URL is the same every day. And in about 5 seconds, I had 4 or 5 people like it and a couple of comments. So, I mean, I know that's a great example, folks, that, hey, Facebook can be an excellent place for you to promote, for you to place ads. However, currently, you're gonna be able to do that once, and then the next day, you're going to need to go to a different ad source. Try them out. This gives you an opportunity to go out and try new ad sources, and then at some point if our system is able to have, a certain number of domains, a certain number of specific domains that you can actually go to and place the same, a new add-on, but the link doesn't change, and we're going to come live with that. But absolutely, so I really appreciate that, Team Lamont. I want to take a moment and actually see. I got to get off this this whole Facebook thing here. People are just they saw I was on Facebook and they came. So let's see. That's not going to work. So this is what I want to do here. I want to let me see now. I know I'm not going to compete with your first question here, and I'm not going to cheat, and I'm not going to ask the same question to Lamont that you did, because we have a few more people on the call now than we did when you first started. So I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna be really fair about this. Let me just ask you, anybody out here on today's call want to see a sneak peek into some of the marketing that's going to be coming available that will actually allow you to go out and get customers even when you run out of Jubi bucks? Anybody want to see that? Anybody want to kind of see the quality of the marketing that we're working with right here? Mm-hmm. Not bad, not bad. I still got to give you props. I know you asked the right question, but this is not bad. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, T. Lamont. Let me see if I can actually do this. Well, I don't know. Boy, they didn't come quite as fast, but there sure is a lot of them, T. Lamont. Okay, hang on just a second here. Let me see if I can do this now. Let me see if I can change the presenter here.
You're going to take over the screen. Okay, got you.
I'm going to take over the screen. Give me just a moment here. Give me just a moment. I got a lot going on here on my monitor, and I want to show just the good stuff here. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Give me just a moment. I'm going to change presenter, and let's see if we can do that. And let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do that. So I don't know if everybody can see that or not. Let's see what happens here. There it is. There it is. Let's see here. Let's see here. Can everybody see that? Can everybody see the screen there? All right. So let me tell you a little bit about this page, because this really goes to what we talk about when we talk about the big picture, folks, because make no mistake about it, this is a big picture company. And at JubiMax, we have Jubi bucks that you can give away to incentivize new customers to join. You can also give Jubi bucks to incentivize customers to remain loyal, in addition to creating a relationship with the customer that will help you actually build a loyal following of repeat customers, ultimately helping all of us overcome the biggest obstacle in online e-commerce, which is loyalty. This is the type of advertising and marketing that we are currently working on. Now, some of the advertising and marketing, let me just make sure I don't go too far there, because I know there's some, yeah, there we go. We'll get right to here. How about right there? So this is, T. Lamont, the type of marketing that we're going to have in the pro marketing system. Okay, so again, folks, there's a hint. This is the type of marketing that we're going to be doing in the pro marketing system. However, we're going to have one page in specific, T. Lamont, as I promised, that is specifically designed so that if you run out of Jubi bucks, or if someone on your team runs out of Jubi bucks to give away, or if they can't quite make that virtual sample offer that we're going to make, we're still going to have one of these pages that are right here that can help sell the product, get the customer. Now, if you don't have any Jubi bucks, you don't get any Jubi points, but you get the customer. So if that customer reorders, you can get the commission. And once you've gotten the customer, as you're earning in our comp plan, and you're earning Jubi bucks, or you're purchasing additional Jubi bucks, you can go back and you can give that customer additional Jubi bucks to incentivize their loyal repurchasing of the products and services, and you can earn points that way. So pretty awesome stuff. So let's see here. We've got all the way down. So we've got, now that's one of them. Again, that's just one of the sneak peek sites that we've got. Here's another one of the sneak peek sites that I wanted to share. And this one is for the JubiMax Slim. And more than likely, the JubiMax Slim is about the best product that it is going to be the JubiMax Slim, by the way, that we're going to be offering if you run out of Jubi bucks on here. So this is really exciting stuff here, folks. I just want you to to kind of see, the caliber of what we're working with. And again, we haven't gone live with this, but I do expect by end of the week that we're going to have an opportunity to kind of go live with this. T. Lamont, what do you think, sir? I didn't lose you, did I?
Well, you know what? I'm looking at this compared to all of the other giveaway pages. I mean, I've been in this with this compensation model for a couple of years. The fact that people are going to see real products, real value given away. So you're telling me if I ran out of JubiBucks, then the system would convert to this Max Slim product, and then the customer would still be able to register. I still keep the customer. Then the customer is mine forever and ever. Amen. They would cover the shipping and handling on the Max Slim. So that's where we're going if I run out of JubiBucks. So now I can just go and promote and promote and promote, not worry about whether or not I run out of JubiBucks, because the company has a solution for us. By the way, very, very rich graphics. I'll talk to you about that later because you might get me in trouble. So I'm going to leave that out.
All right, no worries. And again, look, this is a sneak peek, Tilaman. I want to be clear. This is a sneak peek. So there's no doubt that there's lots of edits, and people are already putting in here just saying, hey, listen, there may be some typos there, and we're probably going to tone down some of these pictures just a little bit there, Tilaman. But again, my point.
Now, when you do the vitality products, then you got something.
I got you. No problem. But listen. The one thing I wanted to be able to do was to let people understand. You can't look at these and not understand that you are dealing with a powerful marketing company. And again, I don't like to brag or boast. That's really not my style. But I do just need to say it, folks. You are with the right company. I just got to say that, and I don't need to say anything bigger. I just need to say, folks, you are with the right company. We have what it takes to help bring JubiMax to the next level. We need your help, but we're going to be there for you. That's kind of what I want to say. And I just wanted to have everybody be able to see kind of the quality of the marketing. And by the way, we're going to have this quality of marketing, Tilamon, on the Jubi Vacations. We're going to have this quality of marketing on upcoming products that we haven't even talked about, on the Jubi rebates. I mean, we have amazing marketing. And so some of the people are asking the question, so when is the pro marketing system going to be coming live? All I can tell you is this, folks, you do not want to miss any one of our company update calls. I won't say that any one is more important than any other, but I know there's a big one coming in 1 week from today, and I would just say you shouldn't miss that. I just want to throw that out there to you. Don't miss next Monday's company update call, because big things are going to be announced, big things are going to be happening. But yes, T. Lamont, one of these pages, we're going to pick one that is going to be a powerful converting page that is going to be there, so when folks run out of JubiBucks, that they're able to use it to go out and get customers. And again, this is what people have been looking for, T. Lamont, a company that has what it takes to let all of us succeed. So that's where we are. Now I know we wanted to kind of go through a little bit of training here on today's call. We did that. Were there some points, T. Lamont, that you feel like we should go back to?
Let's go. Well, if you could just go back to one of the training. Okay. If you could just log into your training area. Okay. And again, just want to make sure that people know where the video was to place that ad. In that video, obviously, we were just doing some training there on how to place your ad. In that video, we then show you, without the training part, how long does it normally take you to place an ad. Most of you, once you get familiar with the system that you're using to place ads, it'll take you just a few short minutes each day to place your ads. What I also hope you're seeing, as Mr. President is going back in there, is the power, again, of the marketing. I mean, talking about the products, a lot of folks were asking, well, what are the ingredients? Well, now, obviously, now you can see that with Jubi Max. You can go in and see the ingredients. It's one thing to see the ingredients. It's another thing for the ingredients to pop out and to have a story around those ingredients. So I saw brown rice protein. I didn't know what that meant. What does that really mean for me? Or the chia seed protein, or the hoodia, or the pea protein. So now people being able to extract that out. we're already hearing reports of people starting to do home parties and utilizing, utilizing their products there, right there, so people can see the products, getting folks to go on and register as customers and give away those Jubi bucks, and then ultimately move them to potentially promoters. Mr. President, under the 6 important links, if you would just make sure everyone knows where that ad placement is, where that ad placement training is.
Right there. And T. Lamont, this is an awesome video, by the way.
Thank you, sir. So that walks you through that process, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, I know a lot of folks from the field were also asking about a video that shows people how to give away the Jubi bucks. We showed a little bit of that today, where you went up to your Jubi buck link and you set your giveaway. There was another video that was cut that probably over the next couple of days will find its way in the back office, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, again, if you need more video tutorial on walking through that. And then there'll be other shorter vignette type videos, 5 to 10 minute videos that are being cut, you know, getting someone up and running, someone that just joined you, you know, going in and helping them to load their account, then go through the upgrade process, all of those good things. So that's all I have right now, Mr. President. There's a few questions here. If you want to take a little time for some Q&As.
Absolutely. Let's do a couple now. While you're picking out a couple of those Q&As to actually kind of talk about, I do want to make sure that everyone is using the correct link. So there's been some questions from people who say, hey, you know, I'm sending people to you know, JubiMax.com/username or something like that, and it may not be the right link. So I'm in a test account right now, and again, folks, if you just click on Jubi Bucks up here at the very top, just click on Jubi Bucks. I have found that to be the very fastest way to get right to where I want to go. And if you look down here, there are 3 links currently. Now, there's going to be more links. There's a whole, virtual sampling system that's coming. I mean, again, folks, I want to be clear. I mean, folks, you are here right at the very beginning. Somebody was asking me yesterday, you know, hey, what does the future look like? And I just said vertical. I mean, there's only one word. I mean, never mind epic. I'm done with epic, T. Lamont. I have only one word now to describe what we're doing. Vertical. That's it.
Gotcha.
But there are 3 links here, folks, that I want to direct your attention to right underneath the Jubi Buck giveaway certificates, and they're right here. And if you click on them, but you are still logged in, then it's going to show you what some people will say, well, maybe that's an error because how does anybody sign up there? Well, what you end up having to do is you end up having to log out if you want to see what your prospects are going to see. So you have to log out if you want to see what your prospects are going to see, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now. And so on this test account, I'm going to go ahead and show the screen now. So I've logged out, and now you can see I've logged out. And this is the link that I would be giving away. Should be showing up here. Here we go. So now you can see this. I'm giving away this $50 certificate.
Gotcha. So I know in some Skype chat rooms what some people were doing is they were going to JubiMax.com / their username saying, hey, wait a minute, this is what my folks are saying. They're not seeing the right thing. And what you're telling us is we need to go to click up where it says Jubi Bucks. That takes us to the Jubi Buck Manager. That gives us 3 links currently that we can use. However, if I simply click on that link, I'm still in my back office. It's still not going to show what my customer would see. I can either grab that link, log out of my back office, then paste that into my browser, and I'll see what my customer sees. Or I could open up another browser. So if I was using Internet Explorer that I'm actually logged into, and I grabbed that link under Jubi Bucks and went to, let's say, Firefox, if I didn't have my position open there, then I would see what my customer sees. Got it. Okay. Did you have anything else, or you want to go to a few questions here?
Let's do some questions.
Okay. All right. Byron, you phenomenal leader, man, and congratulations. The word is, the nasty, vicious, malicious rumor is that you've personally enrolled like a couple hundred folks. So A great job to your leadership, my friend. Byron asks this question. Mr. President, when you're showing what's going to happen with the giveaway, I'm promoting my link. I ran out of JubiBucks. Eventually, we're going to have this giveaway page of the Max Slim. One, could you give us a time frame as to when you think that's going to be up and running? And two, if I didn't have the bucks to give away, did I score any Jubi points at that time? How does that work, sir?
Great question. I'm committed by the end of this week to have a version.
Uh-oh, Mr. President? Mr. President?
I'm here. Did I lose you?
Yeah, I lost you for just a moment. You were
okay.
Committed by the end of this week, and then you went out.
Okay, so I'm committed by the end of this week to have a version of that free JubiMax Slim offer up and running. Now, some of these sophisticated offers we are going to have up by early next week. So again, 10 days. And if I feel like I'm not quite on task at about day 6 from right now, we'll get that interim page.
Mr. President, I will tell you, I don't know if you're on the cell phone or if you're out and about, but we're having a very difficult time picking up everything that you're saying.
I got you. I'm not sure what would be causing that, so maybe I had that.
Mr. President, you sound like I did when I was in the Dominican Republic.
It might be.
So. Mr. President, let me do this. I don't know if you need to call back in or if you're on a mic, but you're really having a tough time there. If I could, let me just take questions that I know I can answer, and I think I know where you were going with this. You were saying, Mr. President was saying that he's committed to having some form of a giveaway page by the end of this week, maybe some of the more sophisticated ones that deal with the pro marketing system sometime next week. Now, to answer the other part of Byron's question, his question was twofold. Actually, it was a combination of other people's questions. If I don't have enough JubiBucks, do I still advertise? The answer to that is yes, a resounding yes. Now, by the end of this week, we'll have those giveaway pages. I'm assuming, this is me talking, if Mr. President comes back on, he can correct me if he needs to. I'm assuming those will be dynamic. The way that works now, for instance, is if you set your system to give away 50 JubiBucks, and then you went back and said, well, you know what, I need to lower it because I'm running out of JubiBucks. If you set it to 25, set it to 25 JubiBucks, when you refresh your screen, you would see that it now shows that you can give away 25 JubiBucks and not 50. It's real time working dynamically. Now, you want to go on and promote, knowing that these giveaway pages are going to be coming up. Now, to answer Byron's other question, I don't have enough JubiBucks now. I got the customer. They participated with the giveaway page. Now what? Do I get Jubi points then? Well, the answer to that is going to be no. Why? Because you didn't have the JubiBucks. However, the more important question should be, do I keep that customer? Is that customer yours? The answer to that is a resounding yes. That customer is yours. Why is that so important? Because you can always come back to that customer and assign either more JubiBucks or assign more product value. Remember, $750 is the amount of product value that we can give away. 400 of that can be in JubiBucks. The other 350 can be in access to Jubi Vacations once that launches. Could be the actual physical samples of the products, of skincare, weight loss, energy, vitality, so on and so forth. Plus in time, when that customer wants, should that customer want to upgrade to a promoter, if they do that through their link, they'll be connected to you. So the biggest thing is you want that customer. Plus that customer could come back and consume more, which is what we hope. And so when they run out of their sample, they come back and they want to purchase, they want to buy, they want to go to Jubi Resorts, they want to, Jubi Vacations, they want to go to Jubi Rebates. You're the one that's getting any commissionings as a result, as well as any volume from that customer spending money, so that helps you towards your promotion. So again, if you run out of JubiBucks, they register through the new channel later on this week. You keep the customer. You didn't get any points there because you had no JubiBucks to convert into points, but you've got that customer long term, and that's really what you're after. Okay? Give me a moment. Got some folks who are highlighting support and the great job support's doing. Thank you for that. We'll pass that along. Give us just a moment. Mr. President, are you back?
I am back. Is that any better?
That's so much better. Okay.
Okay.
Someone was asking about tracking of shipment. Is that something that is forthcoming where whether someone uses Max Bucks or they make a purchase, that they'll be able to track their shipments? Is that coming?
It is coming. Now, I want to be clear on the timeline so that I can make sure that everyone has the very best information. We are right now, we've been manually processing orders. And when I say manual, what I mean is, we don't have a full in place that is pushing routing of information back to the original purchaser along with tracking, etc. I would estimate that somewhere in the neighborhood of about 3 to 5 weeks we will actually have that completely integrated. And again, I know that it's important because people place an order, they want to know, what's happening with that order, so it's very, very important. And we are looking at several different options for integrating that information. Probably within about 2 weeks, we're going to at least have the ability, if people have purchased a premium shipping like FedEx or one of the other trackable shippings, they're going to be able to look in their back office and see the tracking information there. So that should be just a couple of weeks out, and that system is coming along very well. We also have some new lower shipping rates that are going to be coming in. Again, just as a reminder for everyone, 2 things. If you are marketing in areas where shipping is prohibitive to begin with, if you just know that, getting 10 pounds of product into Uber, then make sure that when you market and promote.
Mr. President, we're losing you again. You did so well for a while. Hey, Mr. President, I think I'll just kind of have to take it from here because we're having a very difficult time again. Sounds like you're in the Dominican. All right. Mr. President, if you feel like you can come back on, feel free to do so, obviously. Some people are asking some questions about placing the ads daily, and we talked about there's certain places where you can place an ad and you get the same URL. If you place an ad last week, place an ad today, you get the same link. And what we're saying there, ladies and gentlemen, is you need to have a different URL that you are supplying to the company. For instance, if I chose to use Classified Giants every day, I could do that because Classified Giants will give me a different URL. So if I wanted to use one venue and just do that, I could do that and still be qualified because I get a different URL. Whereas there might be other sites where you place an ad, that ad might live for 30 days, but if you use that same URL, that's not going to qualify you. Now, even though I could use Classified Ads Giant, every single day, it would probably be well worth your while for you to have multiple areas that you can go to. So maybe you're going to Classified Ads on Monday, and maybe you're going Classified Giant on Monday, maybe you're going somewhere else on Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth, just to diversify the places that you're placing your ad so that you have an opportunity for your ad to actually be seen. But to answer several people's question, you don't have to use different venues every day. You can use the same venue so long as that venue gives you a unique URL for you to report back to JubiMax that you place a new ad for that day. The key is the company wants to make sure we're all placing a new ad every single day. The combination effect of that, when you multiply that times tens of thousands and times hundreds of thousands of folks placing ads, is that we brand ourselves on the internet and then even offline as well. Okay? Give me just a moment. When will we be able to spend our Max Bucks? You can go and spend your Max Bucks now. We do know that there's been a little bug in the system that programming is working on where, let's say if you had 200 Max Bucks by virtue of you having a $200 a month subscription and you went in and you used, let's say, 100 of those, right now, if you go and try to use those other 100, the system's not allowing you. That is at the top. There's there's a priority list of things that we know that programming is working on. That's one of the things that's at the top of that list. So I would imagine over the next few days that issue there will be resolved. If you have not already used your Max Bucks and you see where you've got Max Bucks, then all you've got to do is click on where it says Max Bucks, and then you can go on and order whatever products that you would like to order with those Max Bucks. Now, let me tell you something that happens here. When I made my order was $260 and some change. I had 200 Max Bucks, and I had some Jubi Bucks. So what the system did is when I ordered $260 worth, it applied the 200 Max Bucks. That left me with $60 there to complete my order. It then debited my Jubi Bucks for the other 60. And then the only thing I had to cover with new cash was, excuse me, with eCash, was my shipping and my handling. Okay. By the way, remember, if you use Jubi Bucks, if you used Jubi Bucks for your own personal consumption, you get a 50% match in Jubi points. So in that example, which is real numbers, I used roughly 60 Jubi Bucks. Immediately, I was awarded about 30 or so, whatever 50% of that was. It was 60, 61, something like that. So I was awarded 30 Jubi points. Max Bucks do not earn points. I can't give Max Bucks away to a customer. Those are for personal use. Those are for my family's use. Jubi Bucks we can give to a customer and generate 100% matching points. Jubi Bucks we can use ourselves, and typically you want to use those after you use your Max Bucks, and generate 50% matching Jubi points. I give a customer 100 Jubi Bucks, I get 100 Jubi points. I use 100 Jubi Bucks myself, I get 50 Jubi points. Mr. President, are you back with us? Guess it just wasn't working on his end. Okay, let's take a few more here. Okay. Someone is asking questions about the ongoing qualifications. Ladies and gentlemen, please. I tell you what. Let's grab back the screen. Bear with me, since we're having a problem with Mr. President. Give me a moment. Let's grab back the screen. Give us just a moment. Okay. All right. Someone was asking. Bear with me. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Someone was asking about qualifiers for the daily leadership bonus. Someone was asking about qualifiers for the daily leadership bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, very rarely have we had a chance to really cover all of the compensation plan. Obviously, we don't have time to do that in a presentation, so we can't cover everything. What I want you to do is I want you to go back under Corporate Overview, and under Corporate Overview, there is a compensation plan PDF. Download that compensation plan PDF, and that way you can learn about all the ways that the company pays. You'll also see any and all requirements based on the compensation plan. Now, in your first 60 days, everyone has a 60-day grace thereafter to earning the daily leadership bonus. You're placing your ad. If you have less than 25,000 Jubi points, then you'll have a small qualifier of 45 personal qualifying volume, which obviously could be, hey, if you are on a monthly subscription, 45 personal qualifying volume is your requirement there. If you're on a monthly subscription of $15, well, that's 15 of the 45. If you're on a monthly subscription of $50, well, you've got that part. But here's the thing: we can't just have promoters, affiliates that are customers. Companies that do that and don't have outside customers are companies that are just inviting regulatory scrutiny. So we can't just have that. Also, we can't just have, for the long term, for the longevity of our compensation model, we can't just have promoters making purchases and expecting that alone to be the source of daily revenue. We've got to have customers that have nothing to do with the income model. So 45 PQV, 30 of that PQV needs to come from outside or non-promoter sales, meaning your mom, your brother, your cousin, whomever, a customer that you gave JubiBucks to that now they are buying the products on a consistent basis. That 30 PQV is $30 US, and that does not include shipping and handling. That's $30 for the actual product. Okay, so now here's the person's question. Does this mean that I need to have a brand new customer every month doing 30? The answer to that is no. What I would recommend that you do is get your customer in and out of the way. In other words, your cousin, your aunt, your friend, get people that you know, get people in your Facebook sampling the products using JubiBucks, and in most cases, this should not even be an issue. Now, we do know that there are companies out there. There's some third-party sources that we can't mention on corporate webinars or what have you, but we know that there's some customer co-ops that are going on out there, so I'd have you to get back with your enroller and find out if they're engaged in any customer co-ops, so that customers really shouldn't be an issue, but obviously we want to have real customers. So that's the answer to that particular question there, okay? Give me a moment. How do I get a recording of this webinar? This particular webinar will be made available. Now, the audio is going now. The video may take a little bit for rendering. And what Mr. President's been doing here lately is he's been swapping out some of the videos or some of the webinars on this page here so that people could access the ones that just happened. So I would imagine you'll probably have this right here on this page once the video of it is ready to go. All right, let's give it just a couple more minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot more questions than what we have time for. Okay, someone is asking, could you explain the process of paying the monthly subscription? Right now, your monthly subscription is paid through eCash. Your monthly subscription is paid through eCash. Doesn't sound like we've got Mr. President on for him to talk about the full functionalities that are coming, but this is what I would do right now for those of you that will have a monthly subscription coming up here over the next couple of weeks or so, is I would want to have enough eCash to cover that monthly subscription so I could click a button. Now, whether or not, how soon that's going to be automated, that part I'm not sure. All right, that would be a question for our president. But what I would do is I would want to make sure I have enough eCash. We can do that one of multiple ways. You can always load up additional funds in your eCash. You can always load up funds in your eCash by clicking on the eCash button. And then from your eCash button, you can click on Load Money if you want to load new money coming into the system. The other thing that you can do is you're getting paid daily with a daily leadership bonus. Some of you are also getting additional commissions because you're building a team. You can come back again under eCash. Under eCash, you could come to commissions. And each way that the company pays, you're able to set up your commission request. In other words, here with the daily leadership bonus, we've got the system set that every day of the daily leadership bonus, whatever is earned that day, in this particular training position, $14.91 was earned from last night's revenue. All $14.91 went to JubiBucks. Why? Because we set our system the amount to eCash. How much is going to eCash? We told the system 0. We could reset this if we wanted to and say 10% goes to eCash. We could say up to 60% goes to eCash. So some of you, what you may do is you might reset your system so that monies are going to eCash for the purposes of covering your monthly subscription. So there were two ways to accomplish this. You could load new money into your back office for the purposes of your subscription, or you can come back here and modify your numbers if you have to for the daily leadership bonus. Many of you that are building your teams, you're earning commissions now, and you're earning override. So if you need to modify any of your settings to make sure you've got enough in eCash to cover your next month's subscription, then feel free to do so. Okay, let's see. Another couple ones here. Okay. Bear with me. Give me just a moment. Okay. Someone asked, when did my auto ship start? I don't know when yours specifically started, but let's show you how to find that out. If you come up here, it could be on your home page or anywhere in the site. If you come on here and you click on Max Bucks, if you come here and you click on Max Bucks, all right, this is going to show you what current auto ship products you have on auto ship and what your auto ship date is. All right, and so the auto ship date here for our training position was 3/27 to 2013. So then the auto ship, the next auto ship would be the monthly anniversary, which would be 4/27/2013. So if you don't remember what your monthly auto ship date would be, just click on where it says Max Bucks. Just click on where it says Max Bucks, because assuming that you purchased a monthly subscription, then you were awarded a certain amount of Max Bucks. $15 subscription got you 15 Max Bucks. $50 subscription got you 50 Max Bucks, so on and so forth. 100 got you 100, 200 got you 200, and you'll be able to see your auto ship dates here. Now again, programming knows that there are a couple of things they've got to work on, and let me tell you again, you heard Mr. President say that the company really moved up the daily leadership bonus about a week in advance of when they were planning to do so. So we've got all of this great functionality. There's still some things that need to be smoothed out here and smoothed out there. The auto ship one is one of those things. This is at the top of the priority list of programming. Everything from the Max Bucks to being able to modify your auto ship if you want different products in there, to right now, for instance, if this had 200 Max Bucks to start with, and it used 70 of those, it's got 130 additional Max Bucks right now, today. I can't use these 130 just yet. Give programming just a few short days and you'll be able to use those. So again, please be mindful for those of you that are newer to this industry, or maybe you haven't been at the genesis of a company. We're in soft launch. This means we're getting ready to get ready. We've got most things functional. We've got some Jubi vacations, Jubi rebates that's not live yet, that will be coming live. We've got a few little bugs here and there that programming is aware of, and they've got their task list and their priority list in front of them. Okay, so thank you for your patience, leaders. Okay, give me just a moment. Let's take one more just because of time. Someone is asking about PQV, your personal qualifying volume. How often will you need to do that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, to stay qualified, all right, to earn in the daily leadership bonus, again, I highly encourage you to go back under Home, go back under Corporate Overview, and then to download the compensation document. All right, it's got all 10 ways a company pays. It's got any and all requirements related to those as well. Okay, so I recommend that you do that. In order to earn in the daily leadership bonus, you have to have at least 15 PQV, personal qualifying volume. That means that you've got $15 a month of sales. Now, you could be your own customer, so if you have at least a $15 a month subscription, you're qualified from that standpoint. Obviously, in time, you're going to have customers. Right now, many of our customers have received the Jubi Bucks and are just starting to get their products, and hopefully we'll start to see a nice conversion of those folks using Jubi Bucks that actually come back and spend more and more and more and more over time. So the PQV is personal qualifying volume. You need at least 15 personal qualifying volume of monthly volume. The easiest way to qualify for that is what? Your monthly subscription, not required, but that's the easiest way. Everyone has a 60-day grace. Thereafter, you need 45 PQV. of which 30 of that PQV needs to come from outside promoter sales, meaning not a rep, not you being a rep. Now, again, that could be one customer. Maybe this one customer that's buying at least $30 a month worth of stuff, and that qualifies you for that particular qualifier there. So, ladies and gentlemen, go through the compensation plan PDF. You see all your requirements and all of those good things. We could stay here for another couple of hours, and anybody who's been on any webinars that we do with our team know that sometimes we do, but we want to keep this corporate, and so since we've been here well past 90 minutes, remember, ladies and gentlemen, that we have we're in the final stages of the first wave bonus. So you want to take advantage of that first wave bonus. You do so with any purchases that you happen to make between now and April 22nd, as well as any purchases your first 3 generations happen to make as you're getting those overrides. Couple other things here. Some of you put some things in here about Jubi account and about shipping. Just a very small, there was a small segment of folks that you ordered your product, and for whatever reason, there might have been a little shipping thing. I think the company was able to identify the numbers of those. It's a very minute number, and so they probably already have you and had that taken care of. If you have questions about that, send a support ticket. Same thing with the Jubi account. I know most people have gotten a Jubi account with no problem. There's been a few folks. I think the company's been able to identify, again, a very minute number, and you probably have already been identified, but if you have any questions about that, send in a support ticket so you get your Jubi account, okay? All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be presenting on your behalf. You can go to www.JubiRevWebinar.com. Feel free to bring your guest. We'll have about a 45-minute presentation on the income opportunity. We'll do a little back office training, about 10-15 minutes, to get your new person aligned with you, knowing what steps to go through to load up eCash and start to get started. And then we'll have about a 15-minute Q&A thereafter. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a company, it's a movement. Good night, everyone.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please get back to the person that shared this video with you, or you can send a support ticket from your JubiRev back office. Thank you. We look forward to hearing of your success.